welcome back to another video about the One Piece card game. It's been a little while. It's been a month, I think, since I've last uploaded. It's been a really busy period for me. I'm sorry that I've been gone for so long, by way of basically life updates and what's been going on. So I'd recorded a few videos whilst I went to visit my family in India over the holidays, so I didn't have my laptop or anything with me. I didn't make any videos. I was planning on making them when I got back, but I then also was moving house, so that's why I have all this new stuff behind me, and I'm trying very hard to discreetly block the stuff in the background. I don't know how good a job I'm going to do, because it's still a work in progress. We're almost done, but I say we, it's me, it's my fault. But yeah, as a result, I have basically had no time. After moving, I then had one weekend essentially to test for the Nationals finals coming up, which obviously this video is about, and then I was there. So this is the first weekend I've essentially had to do anything. We're here at the end of January. I've got some really cool stuff coming though. So obviously there's this video, which is a vlog of Utrecht. I'm not sure if this is coming out first or my next video is going to come out first, but it's going to be an interview with Team K2, who one of their members came third at the national finals. So I hope that's going to be really good. So if that's not out yet, stay tuned, subscribe for it. If it is, go check that out and then come back to this video. But in this one, I'm going to be talking about Utrecht. I'm going to be talking about... I'm also definitely butchering the pronunciation, by the way. I'm giving it a go, but, you know, allow. And my general experiences, and then there's going to be a little bit of vloggy bit. So what I'm going to do is, first, I'm going to play the vloggy bit now. So here's the vloggy bit. And then we're going to talk about the experience, and then we'll go into some like deck profile-y stuff and things like that. So let's go ahead and cut to that.
Hello everyone, I'm trying to vlog for once in my life. I'm on my way to work right now, dodging trees, but this is going to be my vlog of the One Piece National Finals in Utrecht. I've definitely pronounced that wrong. So I've got a full work day, and then I'm heading over to the airport and then to the Netherlands. So this will be a probably short little montage. Walking to the station now. There we go, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, officially made it. We just crashed last night. It was way too late. And today's the day of this 10-round shit show. There's 2 more rounds tomorrow. We'll see if I end up playing. It'll depend how well I'm doing. I'm playing Sakazuki. Put a deck list up here. To be honest, you'll probably know how I've done, because this will be going up after anything if I do well. So let me know. But yeah, alright, I'll see you guys. I'll try and give you updates throughout the day, and we'll see how I do.
So that's my semblance of a vlog. I tried. I found it's actually really awkward. I don't feel comfortable filming myself in public like that, and I think I wasn't really expecting it to feel that awkward, because I feel very comfortable normally when I'm just in front of a camera in my own home. But I suppose it shouldn't be surprising that in a much more public... But you know, I've also done like streams and stuff. Like I've commentated like on major streams before, so Stream singular. No, I guess it was 2. Anyway, I've done it before, so it was a bit odd, I think, that I felt as uncomfortable doing it as I did. But that's why it was so short. So let's talk about the experience of the event, because I've got some feedback for it. So overall, I have to say, it started mixed, and it got better. So when we got in, extremely easy. And you walk up to the entrance, you show them your QR code. You're in. Everything was really sort of fantastic. So, okay, not massive queues to get in. You were inside the hall within about 5 seconds. Collecting entry prizes, phenomenally fast. 2,600 people at this event to collect entry, like that. Within 5 minutes of joining the line to, like, collect my entry, I had it. So, I mean, absolute hats off to the organisation before the day was superb. the production of the actual event was incredible. I mean, you'll have seen in the video, but like they had these huge One Piece banners. They had like great, really, really great production for like the feature match stage, for the live stream. Like all that production was really, really, really good. So I was thoroughly impressed. I think basically everything leading up to the event that they possibly could have done in advance was done pretty much perfectly. I genuinely don't know what you would do outside of having more people be able to go, right? Like that's that's the level we're at. Then we began the tournament and things deteriorated very quickly. I believe we did not start round 4 till about 3 p.m. despite starting at 10 or 2 p.m. And we started like half an hour, 40 minutes late, and it just kept going. And we were meant to play 10 rounds on day 1, so it was a brutal day. It was a long day, and I think, you know, I'm sure that I got the feeling that this was the first time the TOs had done an event on this size before, or maybe like the second, right? Like it was not, you know, they weren't old hat at something of this scale. So I understand why there was some slowdowns, but I think my most major complaint is people were given way too much leeway on like not submitting their results, right? Like we would have 35 minutes, 5 minutes overtime, and then I think after that, maybe at a push, you can give people 5 more minutes, right, to get their act together, submit their results, and that should be the hard cutoff. And after that, it's just double loss everyone who hasn't submitted and on to the next round. But that is not what happened, and so every round we were there for at least 1 hour, and it was really, really frustrating because we didn't know when the round was going to go up. So you know, this ties into the second issue where there was only one food venue like in the hall for 3,000 people. As you can imagine, unless you finished your match in about 5 minutes or just decided to say fuck it and take the L, you were not getting food. You were like, I waited till about 4 p.m. before the line had finally died down, and I just went and got a sandwich, right? So like it's, you know, that was really bad, and that early round stuff was bad, and that kept going throughout the day, but more and more people sort of started dropping out, so it got less bad as the day went on, but it was very, very bad at the start. So those are two major things, and I think both of those can be fixed by one, being slightly less ambitious. 8 or 9 rounds in a day is fine. We don't need to do 10, and certainly not 11, as I saw the US try to do today. That was a total shit show, but I wasn't there, so I won't get into it. And certainly have more food and drinks available. Those I think are absolutely mandatory. Also have more of a sort of show of it. I think like they did a good job with like the setup, but it would have been really cool to have like, you know, with LA they had like voice actors, or they had like, you know, special people going out, or they had like these cool presentations. And like, why is America getting everything cool? We had more people at Europe. There were 2,600 players at Europe. There was only 1,800 in America. We had more people just for One Piece than they had for the whole convention over there. And I think it's really frustrating that America once again is just like, despite like not being able to handle that capacity. Like Europe, we actually could. I think we could sell out a 5K in Europe. I really think we could. So like, it's just really frustrating that we didn't have more of that cool stuff. But outside of that, so those are some of the downsides. After that, though, the event ran very smoothly. Day 2, super smooth from what I saw. It was 2 more rounds, so it was 12 rounds total. Overall, I went 8-4. And honestly, I'm pretty happy with that because I basically only had 3 days to test. And, you know, what can you do? I think one of my losses was pretty fair. Like, you know, it was a really good game. And the remaining 3 just felt like really bad. Like, oh cool, you had your exact out in your 2-card hand to my exact setup that I've been holding since the start of the game because I knew it's really hard to beat. Oh great. And like I obviously, you know, there's top decking, right? There's no way they'd been holding it because I like that sort of situation, or like, you know, into purple Luffy like 2 turns in a row of just double big blocker, and you're just like, well, what am I meant to do against this, right? So some of it's really, really rough. But I had a good time. I think everyone was really, really nice. I think, you know, it felt like a very green event. It felt like an event where they needed to do it once, and I imagine the next one will be significantly better. So I am very excited for that, and I think they know. I got the impression that they knew everywhere where the shortcomings were, and they were going to improve those for next time. So those are all very positive. So now I'm going to cut. I'm going to grab my deck. We'll talk about my actual tournament report. We'll go through the deck list. And I'll go through some pricing. and then any final thoughts, and that'll be it. So what I do want to say before we get to that though is do check out my Patreon, linked in the description. Thank you to all my patrons who stuck around for the last month while I've not been doing anything. Really appreciated the support. Sat 6 stuff is going to start coming sooner rather than later because it's just over a month away. Uta stuff is going to come soon, so as well keep an eye out for that. And maybe there's some more giveaways on the horizon. But there we go. See you in a moment. Okay, it's time to talk on deck. So this is what I played. And we'll sort of go through my matches as we go. But firstly, I want to just quickly run through and talk about cards and why I played them. So obviously I was playing Sakazuki. One of my tech choices, one Mihawk. I played this because I wanted more bot decking and it performed reasonably well in testing, but in hindsight I think I would remove this. It didn't really do that much and there are better cards I can include. 4 Borsellino, mandatory. Don't play the deck without 4, in my opinion. I think for the mirror, like, you just have to have it. Double Sabo, I'm going to bump this up to 3. So this is like one change I'm going to make. I'm going to put Mihawk into Sabo. I just think you have to see it. It's way too important not to. Then we've got Double Virgo. I'm also probably going to change this. I don't actually think you need 10 2Ks. I think 8 is enough. But you do need to be very careful about your mulligans and like what you're filtering. But I think 8 is enough. 4 Borsa, don't regret this card at all. This card's nuts. I did see it like arguably a little too much, but I'd rather see it too much than like not enough, to be honest. So that is no problem for me. So I was happy with that. Obviously 4 Rebecca, 4 Lucci. I mean, like, none of these are ever changing, right? Like, these are crazy. So yep, 4/4. Then I played 2 Kuzan. I'm really hot and cold on this card, but I think it is just so good. You just have to play it. You can't really play Saka and not do it. So yeah, I think it's really good. Then 4 Tashigi. I need to put one of my championship ones in here. 4 Hina. 4 Baranyu. 4 Tsuru. 1 Monshri. And then we've got 4 Hound's Blaze. 4 Great Eruption. And 2 Ice Age. I don't know, just put the Ice Age here. So, in my opinion, I think I'm really happy with most of this. I think Mihawk going into Sabo has to happen. I want to play a 3rd Ice Age, I think, but I also want to find room for some Pilafs. So I'm not really sure where it's going to come from. I might drop Borsellino down to 3, but that feels a little bad, so I don't know if I will do that. Because I mean, Ice Age is just such a ridiculous card, and I really think you need to see it. I might cut Monshri. So I might make this a 3rd Ice Age and make these Pilafs. But Monshri is also like a crazy card. So it depends. I think like for sure this is becoming a Sabo. And these are becoming Pilafs. But besides that, I'm not 100% sure where I'm going to find room for the 3rd Ice Age. But there we go. That is the list. So now let's talk about my matchups. And it was a... I think it was a... it was an overall like pretty good tournament, I'd say. I didn't really have any major complaints from my matchups, though obviously the losses did feel quite bad because I felt like most of them weren't really down to me. So I went X4 overall, 8 wins, 4 losses. I placed 225th out of 2,560. Round 1, I was against Zoro and I won. The guy saw absolutely nothing. Round 2, I was against Kata and I won. Round 3, I was against Enel and I won. Round 4, Sakamura and I lost. This was the only genuinely really close game that I lost. Like, it felt like fair and like fine. Okay, I lost. Round 5 was against RP Law, complete blowout. I had 3k counter in the whole game, or 4k counter, so yeah, wasn't happening. Round 6 was Purple Luffy, and I won. Round 7 was Saka and I won. Round 8 was Purple Luffy and I won. Round 9 was a Sakamura, which he had exactly what he needed to out play Rebecca, salvage Sabo, play Sabo, and swing for game, which was really frustrating. Round 10 was against Kata, which I won. Round 11 was against Pluffy. This was a really frustrating loss because it was 2 turns in a row of double blocker. And I was like, I can't deal with that after like he'd already like double Magellan me and like I had to use so many resources, so it felt really bad. And then round 12 was against Kata and I won. Yeah, I think just to show what I got in terms of prizing as well, because I might as well show that. So let's quickly pack these away. But yeah, like I mean, I was pretty happy with my performance considering I'd only done 3 days of testing, and I think like I'm in a much better position to just play Saka long term now that I've got some proper tournament experience with it under my belt. So these are going, which I think definitely is pretty important. So let's put these here, and then let's whip out the binder. So this is currently what my binder's looking like. So I'm going to hold on to these, I think, for a while. But yeah, here are my championship promos. So I got 2 Dons, 2 Okikus, 2 Yamatos, 3 Yamatos, 3 Izos, 2 Sentomarus, 2 Laws, 3 Toshigis, 3 Mihawks. I'll probably put one of these in the deck. 4 Luffys, 4 Frankies, 3 Namis, 1 Luffy, 3 Who's Who's, 3 Kaidos, 3 Black Marias, 1 Jinbei, 1 Bato, 1 Sanji, 2 Sengokus, 2 Sasakis, 2 Utas, 2 Aces, 3 Aces rather, and then this is just the rest of my binder, which is just like other various sort of like prize card and like, you know, good trade bait. So there we go, that's basically what I got in prize. And I also got 4 Brooks, but I sold those already. So there we go, that is my sort of tournament report in that sense. So yeah, overall, I think I had a really good experience at the tournament. I had a lot of fun. I think, you know, it felt quite bad, like not doing, like not topping, but I mean, also I really didn't do that much testing, which, you know, also was frustrating, but it is what it is. I just didn't have the time. I think for the next ones though, I'm gonna really prioritize, like, I should have less major life stuff, so I'm gonna do as much as I can to get proper testing in. I've got two more tournaments, one more tournament in OP05 format, and then the rest is going to be 06. So I'm just going to start testing 06 now, because I really want to do well at those events. And I'm hoping to see you guys at those. If you guys enjoyed this video, do like it, subscribe to the channel please, and check out my Patreon, because there's going to be OP06 stuff that's going to start going up on there, like set review and all that sort of stuff there. If you have not seen my interview with K2 yet, check it out. I don't know if it's up yet or if it's coming out next, but do check that out. And that is it for this Utrecht vlog. I hope you guys, vlog review summary, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel for more One Piece card game content, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Cheers.